So I am with Director of Digital Content, Mr. AJ Voelpel. How you doing today?
I wish that was my title.
Oh no, that's not your title anymore.
I wish.
I'm so sorry.
No. I wish I was a director, but I'm actually a manager.
Manager.
But maybe one day I will get to the director level. Yeah. So I creative content manager, Callaway. So I work with the wider marketing group who Chad and Bellardo and Tyler Sheen, who was just in here. And my main role is to really function as the point person for all the creative content that we produce as a marketing team. So whether that's video ideas for product or videos with partners, outside partners, whether it's written things on the website about product or about tour, things like that. Podcasts, as you know, Newbarth and I host the Ship Show, as well as Nate and I host the Fitting Room. So I'm on two of our bigger podcasts, mainly because I talk a lot. I'm from New York. I'm loud, and they like that. So I kind of nominated myself for that kind of stuff. And as you can see, my voice is gone. This is the second day of the PGA show, but I had some weddings in New York this weekend. Best friend got married, so you can imagine how crazy that was.
Oh, that's crazy.
And then combined with the PGA show, and Dad, you know better than anybody how it goes out when you're standing in front of or you're standing inside the Callaway booth.
Oh, it's crazy.
Just people nonstop just come up to you, and just everybody is just everybody wants to talk, which I love. I mean, I love seeing everybody. It's amazing. Like the fact that there's so many people in our booth, almost brings tears to my eyes. You know what I mean? So I try to talk to everybody, but then I feel bad because I'll be in a conversation and then be pulled out of one, and then I feel bad I was literally just in the middle of a conversation.
Yeah.
But that's the way the PGA show goes. You know what I mean? So I think if people expect that, then I won't feel as bad. Just kind of running and gunning on different conversations.
Yeah, I mean that's how it is. I mean there's so many people and you're trying to talk to everybody at once.
Right.
It's hard to keep a conversation.
Totally.
When people are coming up to you.
Of course,
I totally get that.
Of course.
Let's talk a little bit first about the product.
Yeah.
This year it's
Good idea.
crazy. The Flash driver. I got to put it in play the other day.
Oh, nice.
And when I first got it a couple weeks ago, I tested it on TrackMan. I hit the last year's Rogue about 280, 290.
Oh, damn, you're pounding it.
Well, I try. I'm a small guy, so I try.
You pound, man.
But I've never reached that 300 mark. Never been able to do it. First 5 shots out of the gate, I hit it 3 out of the 5 with over 300 yards.
Damn.
And I was like, this is crazy.
That's amazing.
This is crazy. I love it.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
So that's awesome to hear. I love hearing the initial testing. It's this year. As you know, we innovate every single year. So it's weird how when we innovate, we really innovate. We used artificial intelligence and a supercomputer to build the flash face of the driver. So if you were to take the face off the club and look behind it, you see it's so unique in the shaping and the different waves and valleys and peaks that it's just maximized for ball speed all over the face. And especially when you catch the center of the face, it's going to go long. It's going to make your longer drives even longer. Forgiveness all across the face. So we're actually innovating. We're not just using old technology. It's brand new. I mean, this is artificial intelligence. We never used a supercomputer to build one of our drivers before.
Yeah.
And then when you combine that with jailbreak technology, which was in Rogue, which debuted in Epic 2 years ago, now you have flash face. You have jailbreak. Are you kidding me? Those are the two just completely game-changing technologies. But what I say, Tad, and I'm glad that you brought this up, is I could tell you all about the technology. Mm-hmm. We have great product stories, great technology stories in flash face and jailbreak. But go hit it. Go hit it against your gamer.
Yeah.
See if you hit it farther. If you don't, then don't game it.
Exactly.
But if you do, which a lot of golfers are seeing improvement, that's what we tell everybody. No, don't just go buy a Callaway driver. Go get fit.
Exactly.
Go try to see if it's better for your game, because it's not going to be better for everybody. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got to be a true fitting.
That's what we always tell golfers. You know.
I've been on the Callaway train, or as my reps say, you suck too much Callaway juice. You're drinking too much of the Kool-Aid. And so I was, always telling my guys.
Don't listen to him. He doesn't know anything.
I was telling my guys it's cool. Callaway's the best. And they're like, oh, okay, whatever. And I've actually turned them off because I've been so excited about the brand.
Yeah.
So this year I said, you know what? I'm not going to say anything about the brand. I'm just going to let you guys try it for yourself and let the product speak for itself. That's the way to do it.
Ted, That's what we preach. So like, and I think that's why we've been successful in our marketing. That like we don't like, I don't know if like how we're perceived, if people think like our marketing is pushy. We don't really think that because people tell us like we're approachable, like we hang out, you know, we like to meet people, we like to engage with people. So I don't getting as pushy or messaging as pushy. And then it's bottom line.
Yeah.
Take it to the fitting bay.
Yep.
See if it works. That's like literally our bottom line anyway. We will never push you to be like, no, go buy this driver. Like, no, go get fit. See if it beats your TaylorMade driver. See if it beats your Cobra driver. If it doesn't, then play your TaylorMade driver.
Yeah, exactly.
But like we just believe in the technology so much that we think it's going to win a lot of these battles.
Exactly.
And that's what it comes down to.
That is the biggest thing. And the thing is, I think it's more about, for me, my love of the brand. I mean, it's great products, but it's the community. It's the atmosphere of the brand. Everybody else seems stuffy.
Yeah.
But like, it's the brand. The booth here is open. It's wide open. It's been open for years. Yep. Everybody can walk through. It's not nothing's hidden. And that's what I love about the brand. It's a more modern way to do it.
So I think Harry puts this best, right? So Harry says, a brand isn't any, people make the brand. Mm-hmm. Outside consumers and things don't connect with the brand. They connect with the people behind the brand. You connect with people behind the brand because we all love you, and that is, you're connecting with the people behind the brand. That's why you like Callaway so much. That's why thousands of other people love Callaway so much, because it's the people that make the brand what it is. So Harry has always preached the messaging of being yourself. Mm-hmm. Don't force, Harry's not going to force Chad to be somebody that he's not. Chad is who he is. Oh, yeah. That's why people love Chad. Yeah. Newbarth is crazy. And you know what? People love that. Yeah. And that's why people love Newbarth. You know, Tyler works his ass off. And that's why people love Tyler. You know, exactly. Like, so he doesn't want anybody to change. He knows who he's bringing on the team. Mm-hmm. You know, he knows all the people that he's going to rely on and trust on to build up the brand, to deliver product messaging. He's going to trust me with creating amazing content that people are going to be engaged with. It's about the people behind the brand. I think a lot of other, not just in golf, but a lot of just other brands in general, they try to have their employees fit a template. Yeah. And you can't do that. You have to let your employees be who they are. Like, mm-hmm. You have to let me dress the way I like to dress. Like, that's who Absolutely, I am. You know what I mean? Like, I can't walk around with a quarter zip on. That's not who I am. Yeah. And I feel if I do those types of things, as simple as that might sound, I'm not comfortable. Like, I want to be comfortable. That's why I'm wearing a t-shirt and jeans. That's who I am. So, and that's Harry's preached that since day one. I've been with the company for 5 years. And that's everything. That creates culture, right? Absolutely. All personalities create culture.
And I love the modernness of the brand. You know, it's not like you look at the website, and I know that Chris and
Voelpel,
his team has worked awesome on that website. You look at the other companies, you have the pull down sites and stuff. You go over to the side, you've got the community, which you're still doing, the Callaway community, sure. Engaging with the brand. You get every golfer engaging with the brand. That's awesome.
Yeah, and I love that you notice things like that, because our website is light years different than any golf brand. Oh yeah. Without question. We try to fix it after Netflix style. Yeah. So it's really tiled, but really stylized. The photography is super modern photography. Oh, absolutely. We will never put a photo up there unless it is a 10 out of 10. Yeah. That's how obsessed we are with this stuff. We take it so serious. So yeah, Velardo leads that team. He leads the website team. I work on a lot of that stuff with a lot of our graphic designers, who are all based in Carlsbad, who are all just, they all believe in that modern philosophy. Like you said, it's very modern look. It's edgy, but it's clean, man. We keep it clean. We keep it simple. We keep it clean. That's, if you were to ask me 2 words that describe your design philosophies, simple and clean, baby. Simple That's it. And clean. We don't like to mess around, you know. We don't like clutter. We don't like clutter over there, you know.
That is amazing. Yeah, it's an awesome brand, and that's why I think I've been attracted to it for so long.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you a question now. So I know that you just you just took a spot at a club, right? Or
I'm at a resort now.
You're at a resort
Yeah.
now. So what's that like?
So I'm the new fitter, as well as a builder. So I'm going to be fitting full time and building clubs full time.
That's sick.
I love it. It's absolutely.
What resort
fun.
is that?
Nemacolin Woodlands Resort.
And where's that?
It's about an hour south of Pittsburgh. So it's
nice.
small. It's the location is crazy. It's in the middle of nowhere. It's in the middle of like farming country.
Oh, no
the town
kidding.
it's actually in is called Farmington.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's just a clever name then.
Yeah, really, exactly. But we have 2 golf courses. We have Mystic Rock, which hosted the '84 Lumber Classic back in 2006.
Oh, so it's like championship golf course.
It was a championship golf course, yeah. And then we have a brand new Shepherd's Rock golf course.
Cool.
Which is kind of a link-style, desert-style golf course.
Very cool.
It's really good stuff.
Nice. So you're going to be doing all the, like, you're manage all the fittings, all the buildings.
I'm going to do a lot of the building, a lot of the fittings and stuff.
We got to get you on the fitting room, man. I want to hear about some of your experiences over there.
Oh, dude, it's crazy. I love fitting. I've been fitting. I used to fit at Dick's Sporting Goods.
Yep.
When I was 16, that was my first real job in the golf industry.
It's a great job, man.
And I just fell in love with fitting and looking at numbers. Math for me never made sense in school, but with numbers and looking at TrackMan, looking at Foresight, it just makes sense for whatever reason.
Totally. And when you fit, or I guess maybe when you fit yourself, excuse me.
I can't fit myself. My ego
okay.
gets in the way.
I was going to say,
my ego
are
gets
you
in
more
the way.
like, because I know some people, you said like you're a numbers guy, so maybe you already answered this question. But some people love to look at the numbers, love to see what their spin is, love to see what smash is, love to see what their launch is. And then other golfers I know love to just see the ball flight, love to see what they're doing. Do you look at both of those things, or are you mainly like, you know what, if the numbers are right here, this is my club?
I look at both. So I'll look at the numbers for performance, but I want to make sure that I always do an outside fitting, because then the golfer themselves can see the ball flight. Actually, instead of sitting into a screen, they can physically see that outside, and they'll see that it's actually performing better without numbers.
Right.
So if they're not a numbers person, they can see it themselves.
I know. I wish more fittings were outside, you know, because like now, like I don't know the number behind this, but I want to guess like 90% of fittings are happening indoors, right? Like
nowadays, with Club Champion, with True Spec, it's kind of all indoors.
It's crazy because like we have our performance center that our pros go to, and it's right around the block from headquarters.
Yeah.
So it's the Ely Callaway Performance Center. It's just oh my gosh, it's a Disney, like
I'd go crazy.
It's 100 times better than Disney World. Yeah, it's like, for me, it's the greatest place on earth. Like
absolutely.
It's just like this wide open range, white sand bunkers that we just like redid. Gil Hans actually redid with Jeff Shackelford. They redid the whole entire thing about a year ago. They put like 150-yard green.
Jeez.
It's the biggest green you've ever seen in your life.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, 150 yards from one end to the other. They put pop bunkers, just like really cool greens, like out in the range.
Yeah.
So it's like where our tour pros get fit. Some VIPs get fit there, but it's like whenever I see people getting fit out there, or I'm like helping doing a fitting or whatever, I'm always like, man, I wish everybody could have this experience. Like this is like, oh my God, it's like the greatest fitting experience you could ever have in your life. You know what I mean? But like, it's just so, they're just backed up for months that like nobody could get there. You know what I mean? It's like, it's really, I mean, that Phil goes there.
Yeah.
That's where Phil goes to get fit. You know what I mean? So it's like.
And he goes there for grinding his own wedges too, right?
He goes, grinds his own wedges. He builds his own clubs. Garapon, who's a fitter over there, does a lot of club building for him. But yeah, he'll literally show up in flip flops and just like go over there, and yeah, it's crazy. So it's like you never know like who you're gonna run into over there, which is like which makes it even more fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's crazy. I got the opportunity to go to headquarters, and there's 2 fitting bays at headquarters to get fit in. It's indoor. That was an amazing experience. I got fit by Chris.
Montian.
Yeah, Chris Montian.
Yeah. He's actually fitting guys right outside where we're doing this podcast right now. Yeah.
I saw him earlier. He's
nice.
We were all talking on the range yesterday, or the other day at demo day.
Yep. He kills the ball, you know.
Yeah.
Montian hits the ball longer than Tyler Sheen right here.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he used to compete in long drive. He's got what, like 180 ball speed or 185 ball speed, just like crazy. Yeah,
that's crazy.
He smashes. What's your ball speed?
Not that high.
Yeah.
It's like 120, maybe 130, something like that.
Yep.
Not that high. That's what I said. My ego gets in the way when I fit myself.
That's really
like
funny.
I want to play Apex MBs
and
play.
Same here.
I want that.
They're still in my bag. and they probably shouldn't be, but Nate always goofs on me in the fitting room. He's always goofing on me about that muscle backs are like still in the bag and stuff, but whatever.
I just can't hit them. I can't. I want to look like the tour player, but I know my ego's just too high for that.
Yeah.
I recently ordered the new Apex Pros.
Oh, beautiful.
Which I've had the 2014 Apex Pros in the bag forever.
Yep.
And they're so good. And then when I hit these, it's like unbelievable.
Yeah, I guess the biggest difference I've noticed from Apex Pro 16 and new Apex I can't even speak, Apex Pro, is that the forgiveness and the ball speeds are higher with these new ones because they now have face cup.
That's awesome.
To put those in a player's iron like that it's going to change. I mean, it's going to change the game for even better players now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? 4, 5, 6, 7 all have face cup. The short irons don't, but I couldn't believe I hit a couple on the toe. Here's a good example. I was 220 yards on a par 5. I hit a 4-iron because I didn't have a 3-wood. It was just a 4-wood driver. I had like 5 clubs in my bag, just like testing. I hit it off the toe, and it was like a screamer, but like it still got in the air a little. It still launched pretty well. It ended up 5 feet away from the pin, and I was like, guys, I missed that one. And they were like giving me crap because they were like, you didn't miss that one. Like you know what? I was like, dude. I was like, look at the mark. It's like off the toe. And like I couldn't believe like Apex Pro is like that forgiving now. And I talked to a couple of our engineers. I was like, I had to tell them. I was like, guys, literally this is where I hit it. It still went 5 feet to where I was aiming. I was like, what the hell did you guys do to these things? I was like, these things are crazy. So that's one thing that sticks out because it happened very recently. And because I always like to test all the product. You know what I mean? I love the product test. But I just like, it's crazy, man.
It's awesome.
They're amazing. Yeah, they did that. Yeah, our R&D kills it. It makes our jobs as marketers easier. You know what I mean?
And
like
it's hard to beat though this year. It's gonna be so hard to beat.
It's gonna be very hard to beat. That's why going to Bays. I can't wait to start hearing stories of from fitters around the country who have been product testing and all that. It's gonna be fun to listen to the feedback and all that because the product is hot this year, man. I'm knock on wood. I hope it's going to be another good year for us.
It's going to be another number 1 year.
I hope so, baby.
I mean, my goal for 10 years, I'm hoping if I can stay on the Callaway train long enough.
Yeah.
The golf ball needs to be number 1.
Dude, we're rising.
We are rising.
Chrome Soft is as good a ball as there ever was. True compromise breaker, long, low spinning, but you get reaction at the green.
Oh yeah.
We just came out with ERC Soft, which is a
balls.
crazy ball.
Yeah.
Triple track. That's our longest ball. You'll notice it by the blue packaging that it has. But yeah, the triple track technology. So are you a guy who likes to line up a line on the greens?
Oh, absolutely. You got
okay.
to. Yeah.
Yes, like I prefer if I have a ball on the green. Oh,
that right there.
Holy cow! Between us, it's literally a golf ball in between these couch cushions. So I personally go. I like all white space.
Really?
I like all white space on it, but triple track gives golfers who love to line it up now. I mean, it literally looks like train tracks going right into the hole.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So so it's our longest ball, incredibly soft feel. So golfers are gonna love this freaking ball.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm curious to hear a lot of feedback on this too.
It's gonna be good.
Yeah.
I talked to a lot of people who are like, I'll be on the golf course, and I was like, oh, you're playing a Titleist. Why do you play that? And they're like, well, I like to line up the logo with the hole.
Yes.
And I'm like,
heard
well,
that.
that's you can line up the other brand logo with the
right.
hole.
I know.
And with this, it's gonna be so much easier.
Let me ask you a question, Tad. I'm curious on your feedback as a fitter, as a golfer, someone who's been around the game for forever. How come it's so difficult to change perception on golf ball? How come golfers are so hesitant? I'm not saying this like in a petty way.
Yeah.
Like a mad way. Like we sell a ton of golf balls because our golf balls are filled with just crazy technology, graphene, dual soft fast core. We're constantly innovating the golf ball. Like our technology is by far the best on the market in terms of like continuous innovation, new, like we don't just come out with a new ball. We come out with a new ball that has new technology, just like our products. Why is it so hard, in your opinion, to get golfers to get out of the ball, like to get out of a Pro V, to get out of a TP5X? Like what is it about the golf ball that's so hard to do this?
I think it's mainly, I mean, when I was young, when I first came into the game, I started playing a Titleist ball.
Me too.
Because
me too.
Everybody in high school was playing that golf ball, and I thought, well, that must be the ball to play. everybody's playing it. Okay. Well, then I was like, well, I heard some exciting stuff with Callaway's ball. So, like, I'm a numbers guy.
Right.
So I took a Callaway. I think back then it was like the HX Tour or Tour IX.
Yeah.
IX
Yep.
it was.
Yep.
I took
That's
it.
exactly right.
Yeah, and I took that against the Pro V1X. And I took it on a par 3 course, and I shot within 10 rounds. I took the average 10 rounds, 5 yards and 5 strokes lower with the Callaway ball.
There
and I
you
was
go.
like, that's crazy. And back then, I mean, it wasn't the graphene, but it had the hex aerodynamics, so it was longer.
Right. It was an innovative ball, though.
It was.
Yeah.
It really was.
And it's really interesting how like we'll do surveys and stuff like that, and a lot of what you said is what's on the surveys. It's like, oh, why do you play that ball? Oh, well, because everybody in my foursome has always played it. Some of them are good players.
Yeah.
Must be a good ball. The good players are playing it, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
And like their tour tour messaging on a lot of these other brands is like very strong, and like their marketing is good. Like all that stuff. But just like it's funny because like when you give somebody a Chrome Soft and you're just like, yo, just play it, just try it.
Yeah.
Like they're like even golfers are even hesitant to even like just try a ball in a different round.
It's crazy.
But it's like when they do,
yeah,
the feedback is incredible. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely.
So it's still a big perception thing that we're trying to change.
Yeah.
And golf ball, I mean, my man Tyler Sheen sitting right across from us, he could attest to this. But golf ball is just the hardest perception to change. Like it's real. Like I wish I was a psychologist so I could like get to the bottom of like why golfers will switch a driver.
Well, they switch drivers every year.
They'll switch drivers every year.
Yeah.
They'll go from a Callaway driver to a Ping driver to a Wilson driver, whatever it is. But golf ball remains constant.
Yeah.
It's
Why?
crazy.
It doesn't make sense.
You know a good psychologist? Let me know because I'm trying to do studies on this. All right, I'm trying to do like theses on this because I'll never be able to understand why golfers are so hesitant to try a new ball.
It's just crazy.
Yeah.
And I know when I was working at Dick's, Super Soft just came out.
Oh, nice.
And I sold so many just because I tell the story that I had, and they'd be like, okay, well, give me 2 dozen.
Yeah.
That's
it.
So it's a possibility.
It's all about just trying it.
Yeah.
Be open-minded.
Mm-hmm.
This is you're not going to shoot 10 shots worse because of this. Like,
oh no,
listen, if it doesn't feel as good as your ball, and I don't care, but just try it.
Yeah.
Like I love when golfers just try new things.
Just try stuff. Yeah,
because everybody's like very kind of one-track minded, but like even I like to test the other balls and stuff.
Oh, I do too.
Yeah, like you gotta,
you have to, just to see what performs better.
Exactly, and you got to be educated on competitor products and things like that. So like I like going out and hitting competitor balls and stuff just so I could see like how our ball is different than theirs. You know what I mean? So
every year I'll do the same thing. I'll grab a golf ball from every major brand and see which one performs.
I love it.
Better.
That's what
every year it's the Callaway ball.
For me too. I do golf ball testing. Jason Finley, Tyler and I are on the golf ball testing team for marketing. Matt Brown used to be, but he got banned because he took too long to do his testing. So. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Tyler and I literally, you give like 18 swings. They record all the data, and it's weird because the book might say Chrome Soft X is the ball for me.
Yeah.
For higher swing speeds, things like that, more piercing trajectory, which I do. But every ball test, we always do the standard, the X of all competitors and stuff. Chrome Soft standard ball is the best performing ball for me, and it's weird because that's the ball I always play, even though the book says I should play Chrome Soft X. So it's like, even though like I see it with my eyes, but it's really nice to see that the numbers don't lie either. You know, it like reaffirms like why I play that ball. So it's like it's pretty cool. Yeah. So awesome. I would just encourage golfers to just like try out. Yeah, try new things, man. Like, and if it doesn't work for your game, then play play something else. That's the bottom line here.
Yeah, absolutely.
The theme of this podcast. Yeah. Try it out. If it works, great. If it doesn't,
you just gotta
try
keep
something else.
Everybody keep an open mind. That's all that we're asking.
That's it.
Keep an open mind.
Alrighty, thank you guys for listening to episode 18, and I'll see you guys next week.